guys, this is the update from Nnamdi Kanu court hearing today. So guys, share this video and listen to the lawyer Aloy Ajimaku as he tells us what happened in the court between them and the federal government.
Hello everybody, today is the 8th of October. I'm here with some of the members of the legal team. We just emerged from the closure of proceedings in the case of Nnamdi Kanu for today. The story is not going to be too long, it's very short. The prosecution made a motion, an application to adjourn this matter because the Nigerian Medical Association did not file the report that the court mandated it to file on the last adjourned date. And that report, the kernel of that report is actually to advise the court whether Nnamdi Kanu is fit for trial, or continuation of trial, and whether he deserves to be transferred to a hospital, i.e. the National Hospital. So that report was not in, so for that reason the prosecution made a motion, an application to adjourn the matter to another day, and the judge granted the application and adjourned the matter to 16th October.
So on the issue of medical council, yesterday medical council sat on the issue that has to do with Professor Aj, and when I got the information, I went to that place because I've written a petition against the DSSS doctor, the one that never examined Nnamdi Kanu, and wrote a report that was a couple of years ago, and nothing happened. Then I also wrote another one against the doctor that never examined Nnamdi Kanu, but had the audacity to depose 37 paragraph affidavit, countering the report of Professor Aj. But surprisingly, they left my own petition and be treating another issue. I went there, confronted them with it, so they succeeded in intimidating me and harassing me with a petition against me at the LPDC. But that one is a different ballgame altogether. Now to the president, Mr. President, the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, please, as a matter of urgency, direct Attorney General to discontinue this funny charge. This charge is embarrassing Nigeria the more, and the more they kept on applying for adjournment. I know that they must have advised you, telling you that they don't have a case. I heard them saying. So in order to protect the integrity of Nigeria, please allow them to discontinue this particular charge, and so that Nnamdi Kanu will continue with his agitation. Address all those issues that gave rise to the agitation. Everything will calm down. Anything short of that, if Nnamdi Kanu is released, he's expected to continue with his agitation. That is the naked truth. There's no going back. And all those people that are dancing around you, praising you, they are deceiving you. They are making your government unpopular. We are the people that are helping your government, telling you the truth. Attorney General will not tell you the truth, of course. No, don't touch me. Attorney General will not tell you the truth. And then we are the people that will tell you the truth. They don't have a case against Nnamdi Kanu. So of course, you know that had it been that Nnamdi Kanu is from the north or from the southwest, he will not be here today. They are doing him because he's from Igbo. Nobody should touch me. Allow me to express myself. It's my right. So Nnamdi Kanu is suffering this thing because he's an Igbo. He's from southeast. Those of you that are in the House of Assembly, Senate, bench warmers, watch what is going on. At the appropriate time, we will tell you people that yes, the masses are watching you. Thanks and have a nice day.
Yes, if they like, the government of the nation will apply for record of proceeding so that they will realize the frivolity of the charges and the evidence already before the court. There is no reason for this prosecution. All the decisions of the court ought to be reviewed so that they will know the frivolity of what is happening before the court. Thank you.
Well, thank you very much, all lovers of freedom. Please take a listening to what I'm saying. Nigeria is a country we all love and we want to love, but we cannot love this country unless this country begins to do equity, begins to do justice, and begins to do fair play and fairness to every citizen of the country. Chief Chukwuemeka Odumegwu Ojukwu went into the Biafra civil war because of injustice. Now, Ralph Wazulike went into agitation for Biafra because of injustice. Today, Nnamdi Kanu is fighting the same injustice. And let me tell us, even if Nnamdi Kanu today stops today, there will be 10,000 other Nnamdi Kanu out there willing to take up the fight. And I must tell us that even my own children know that we are first of all Biafrans before we are Nigerians. Nobody can take that from us. We are first of all Biafrans. before we are Nigerian. Just like you are Oduduwa before you are, or Yoruba before you are Nigerian. Just like you are Arewa before you are Nigerian. Nobody can take our identity away from us. So let Nigeria know this. And nobody
even take the life of they should not manipulate the reports, because already we have already had the reports before they came, and when they examined Nnamdi Kanu, they even detected more inmates that even the previous doctor could not even see. So that when they are writing their report, they should not manipulate it, because we already had the report before even the actual result report they are going to bring.
Of the DSS as if it's a prison. If Nnamdi Kanu has done anything wrong and you think that the proper place, put him in Kuje prison, let him be there, or put him in DSS. Is it DSS that now becomes a custodian, that where people can be corrected? I think the proper thing should be done in Nigeria.
By herself for constituency, the National Assembly. I am the primary representative of Nnamdi Kanu. We are very disappointed in the ruling of the court today, where especially the court took a position that the extraordinary rendition was not going to be part of the consideration today. But he, however, to be fair to him, said if we can prove that there were extraordinary rendition, then that would change his consideration. So we are coming back. I've been assured by the lawyers that they are coming back to show that proof. One, the issue of jurisdiction. We will now know whether this court has jurisdiction or not. That's number one. Then number two, there seems, I keep saying it, there seems to be two sets of rules in this country. One for the Igbo man and the other one for every other Nigerian. Where every other Nigerian gets a reprieve, the Igbo man would not get a reprieve. You look at even the issue of the health situation of our brother. There have been many circumstances where people have been given opportunities to go and seek medical care, yet Nnamdi Kanu is denied. Even the president, at every consideration, the president goes overseas to take care of himself. He doesn't even subject himself to Nigerian medical attention. So it is very wrong for them to deny Nnamdi, who the doctors have laid clear evidences that he's having insufficiencies, organ insufficiencies. And what is the government waiting for? For him to die? And then the circumstances will now be brought up again? So, but for the Igbos, I'm more disappointed with the Igbos. The political leadership of the Igbo land, the spiritual and otherwise concerned, are keeping quiet, extraordinarily quiet, on the issue of Nnamdi Kanu. Especially when it is shown that when it concerns to others, especially in the north, the government is negotiating with terrorists, non-terrorists, dressed up with guns and various ammunition, and yet they have not proved that Nnamdi Kanu is a terrorist. So it is up for Igbos to now rise up to ensure that we come in total defense of our brother, and ensure that, especially in the administration of criminal justice, that he is not being marginalized. So Igbos should rise up for once and to say that all the spectacle, that enough is enough.
Excuse me. Nigerian Medical Council, now listen. The Nigerian Medical Council, you people examined Nnamdi Kanu on, that was 3 days ago. Yes. And the report will have it where you people said that the report given by AJ did not even capture the entire health condition of Nnamdi Kanu. You discovered more. That you people should not daughter that report, because court has ordered that you people should bring that report to court. We know what is happening in Nigeria, because now that it involves Nnamdi Kanu and the Igbos, they may force you people or may intimidate you people, because for land that DSSs are even trying to intimidate eminent Professor Emeritus, Professor AJ, who has been a Provost College of Medicine, University of Nigeria, who has been a dean. His medical record is here, and somebody that is not even a consultant is questioning the report given by AJ. Now the team, you people constituted, met Nnamdi Kanu, that was 3 days ago, at the DSSS, and Nnamdi Kanu subjected himself. We have that report. That report, as people have it, provide it in court. Having said that, now what gave rise to this particular issue of Medical Council is the petition I personally submitted against Dr. Mohammed Nasiru from DSSS, the doctor that never examined Nnamdi Kanu, but he decided to depose falsely on oath. 37 paragraph affidavit. I submitted that petition. It was on that basis that Attorney General ordered the Medical Council to constitute a different board. We have been following it up, and that petition must be heard. And the Dr. Nasri should be, with his license as a medical doctor, if he is, should be withdrawn. I, Chief Barrister Maxwell Opera PhD, is submitting. We should be there. Just like what Honorable said, I'm highly disappointed to my fellow Igbo people.
Oh my God.
Nnamdi Kanu is suffering this because he's an Igbo.
Yes.
We must say it.
Yes.
Had it been that Nnamdi Kanu is from the north or from the south or southwest, we wouldn't have been here by now.
We would have been free.
And everybody's keeping quiet. Both the religious leaders, both the political leaders, both those in diaspora, nothing is happening. You feel that you say that is I'm not disappointed. So the judge said that he's not aware of a extraordinary edition. We are taking it like that. We are going to bring a formal application. We are going to attach all the whole judgment given by even Kenya. The country said that yes, our country did not do well. Now Malami is now, he has turned activist. The Malami that comes in, he has turned activist. He's now in opposition. As you are doing anything, remember that you cannot be in government forever.
Yes.
Tomorrow. That is my message to you. Thank you.
And finally, hold on. And finally, to conclude everything, it is despicable. We take a serious exception to the fact that the doctor that examined Onyendu Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, emeritus professor of medicine, well renowned all over the world, that someone from the government side reported him to the Nigerian Medical Association, and he was summoned to Lagos to face a panel, all because he returned the truthful diagnosis on Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. So this persecution knows no bounds. We are wondering when they are going to come after the lawyers as well. They are now going after the doctors. The idea that the doctor, the primary physician for Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, chosen by him, is being intimidated by the government is despicable. The primary goal of everybody should be the health condition of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, not the intimidation of anybody that brings the truth before the authorities. The doctor is a witness of truth, and on that truth we shall stand. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu's health condition is very paramount, and everybody should go out there and talk about it. You cannot stand trial if you are not healthy. Thank you very much.
I want to say something very important, because I'm thinking that this ruling favors us. To some extent, the judge said that there is no evidence of extraordinary rendition before him. That is the case of jurisdiction. He has said it. Yes. So we are not entering defense until the court determines it. Whether he has jurisdiction or not. So the court has given us a hint. We are going to file it and bring the evidence that the court has. Once it discovers that the court has no jurisdiction. So let us go with the hope in our heart that the door is not closed. Very well. We are going to do it.
They know that Nnamdi Kanu's trial cannot go anywhere. And they know that if it is concluded, it is a problem. If it is not concluded, it is a problem. So they make it an open-ended trial so that they will look as if something is happening. But they're not interested in his trial. They are interested in holding him perpetually until people realize that that's what they are doing. And I realized that a long time ago. The problem is that everybody has become complacent about Nnamdi Kanu's freedom. They have allowed the so-called Southeastern leaders who are deceiving them to say, oh, we are negotiating, we will get this thing resolved, to allow them to calm down the restless people who should get him out. You are not going to get Nnamdi Kanu out of detention by negotiation. It's not possible. Nigeria is holding Nnamdi Kanu to ransom for his unity. The payment they are demanding for is absolute unity and loyalty, regardless of what they are doing to Igbos. Yes, or they are doing to other Nigerians. Unless that ransom is paid, and that ransom is Nnamdi, or Nnamdi is rescued from the kidnappers. I think I want to say this, because Nnamdi Kanu is my friend, and I've been in this court several times on his behalf. In fact, when I would come to this court in the past, they would attack me physically. I was attacked physically 3 times. Just the reason I don't come to court anymore is that a federal high court judge actually gave an order that I cannot attend his trial. this current trial. Yes, he mentioned my name specifically, so I don't want to waste my time coming to court. But to be modern, I think the problem is that everybody has become complacent about Nnamdi Kanu's freedom. They have allowed the so-called Southeastern leaders who are deceiving them to say, oh, we are negotiating, we will get this thing resolved, to allow them to calm down the restless people who should get him out. You are not getting, this is what I should tell you, you are not going to get Nnamdi Kanu out of detention by negotiation. It's not possible. Nigeria is holding Nnamdi Kanu to ransom for his unity. The payment they are demanding for is absolute unity and loyalty, regardless of what they are doing to Igbos. Yes, or they are doing to other Nigerians. Unless that ransom is paid, and that ransom is Nnamdi, or Nnamdi is rescued from the kidnappers. Look, all these razzmatazz we are seeing in Nigeria in the courts, Nnamdi Kanu's trial has nothing to do with judges. If the Supreme Court justices decide that Nnamdi Kanu should be freed, he will not be freed.
Yes.
The DSS will not leave him.
True.
Because that has happened several times. It's not matter for what they come to do in the courtroom is scripted drama, so that they will give an impression that they know that Nnamdi Kanu's trial cannot go anywhere, and they know that if it is concluded, it is a problem. If it is not concluded, it is a problem. So they make it an open-ended trial, so that they will look as if something is happening. But they are not interested in his trial. They are interested in holding him perpetually until people realize that that's what they are doing. And I realized that a long time ago. In fact, when I met Nnamdi Kanu, I used to say, I met him in New York when I was on my way to Nigeria in 2019. At the time I got arrested for revolution now. And he was telling me, I told this story several times, he said, Shore, you are mad. How are you going to Nigeria at this time? They just tried to kill me in my father's house. And they killed 20-something people. I barely escaped. I said to him, and it came to pass, if they need you and they want you, wherever you are hiding, they'll come and get you. And that's what they did to him by going to Kenya. They abducted him. Till today, nobody can tell you how Nnamdi Kanu got to Nigeria officially. It was an international kidnap action. And you cannot cure that flaw in his trial. You can't go and kidnap somebody and bring him to court and bring him to trial. But they know what they are doing. So I hope that those who are his supporters and Nigerians who believe in justice will understand that is what he's about. He is a prisoner. Not, you can say prisoner of conscience, of course he is, but he's a prisoner to the Nigerian project. The desire to keep Nigeria one, united, undividable. That is his crime. And those kind of crimes are not for trial. You can't get a court of law to convict him for that, because it's not a crime.
Of course.
And that's what we tell people all the time. If you see all this razzmatazz going on, the judge from day one already know that I didn't commit a crime. In this case that we came to today, Justice Liman knew that there was no crime committed by calling the IGP illegal, because it's illegal. The issue to be resolved is very simple. You cannot lead the police if you are not in the police force. It's as simple as that. Otherwise, I'm qualified to be IG then. Throw it open. Let anybody apply for it. Then you can make MC Oluomo the IGP of police. We won't complain. You understand? It is just like saying, look, judges are entitled to spend how many years now? 70 years as judges. We don't have a problem with that because that has been done. But if you go and bring a retired judge to come out, I won't. If I'm brought before him, I won't answer to him, because I say, sir, you are no longer a judge. You have retired from the civil service. So that is the issue they cannot cure. So the judge who accepted that knew that there was no case against me, but they are interested in one thing I want to know: my international passport. I had achieved that for them. After that, come today, come tomorrow. Why they figure out other things to do to Shore. So that's what it's all about. Yes.
The chairman is saying that the perception that they are not interested in prosecuting high profile cases is false, that the agency is committed to that. He made that remark in the trial.
The EFCC chairman knows that it is time to replace the eagle in EFCC with a dove.
Or a chicken.
No, a dove is harmless. Yes. Chicken can be aggressive sometimes. Yes. No, if you go to the chicken and try to mess with the chicken, they will fight. But the dove doesn't fight. They should just replace the logo of EFCC with a dove. Let everybody move on. That's a simple thing. The EFCC no longer handle high-profile cases. They can't. The high-profile people have already captured the EFCC. So the EFCC is incapable of handling any this same chairman of EFCC told us that if what's it called, Bello was not arrested, he will resign. Bello was never arrested. Bello decided after he has gone around and played and gone on vacation, came back to come and play. And he's back on the streets. Everybody's kneeling down for Bello, who is undergoing trial for. Bello is back on doing his third term in Kogi State. So what are we talking about? So, but you know, EFCC chairman must give speech. The media must report it. That's what you guys are supposed to do. But my advice once again is that the eagle must be replaced with a dove, and we all move on.
Okay, sir.
Yes.
We have so many unresolved cases in Nigeria as we speak today.
Yes.
You have raised a lot of issues as to the problems.
Yeah.
What do you think is the way out of this problem? Because we have several issues. We have several that's for example, that lasted over 10 years.
Nnamdi Kanu, Chineke nyere gị mmeri ijiri gaa ije Biafra ala ma na-eke ma n'oge onye bi imegbu gị Chineke adịghị kwesị mmegbu gị ọ ga-adịkwa nne gị mma n'ezinụlọ gị ma ụmụ gị ma ikwu gị ma ibe gị ma anyị na ndị kụwa ọfọ ọ ga-adịrị unu mma gaa lọ n'obodo Awụsa gaworo onwe anyị agaworo onwe anyị ogologo ndụ gị na ahụ isi ike aba ego nkịtị nwunye nọ ha gwa adịgo okwu inyere m right merie inyeghị m ka ị lọrọ ije abeele m akwa kụrụ gị ga-aga n'udo lọ ị ga-emeri emeriele ịlọla ọ dịrị gị mma ma na-eke ma n'orie aba ego nkịtị gba adịghị otu onyiri gwa gị Chineke metụ onye na n'otu n'aha Jizọs metụ onye na n'otu onye ahụ